When it comes to the security of sensitive data, is your company following best practices? The nature of the way we store data has changed a lot over the years, and that means we have to take a much more savvy approach to the destruction of sensitive data. Joining us now on Talk Business 360 is Michael Paciello. He's Vice President, Marketing and Strategic Accounts for Security Engineered Machinery, the world leader in the elimination and destruction of data on all types of media. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Michael, we all know about the need to shred paper documents, but what about other types of media containing sensitive data should we be aware of?
Well, with paper, we all can see it, feel it, touch it, but paper holds just a tiny fraction of the data that can be stored on what we call electronic media. Electronic media being hard disk drives that are in personal computers or in servers at corporations, optical discs, CDs, DVDs, and the like, tape backups, thumb and USB drives, even cell phones and PDAs and tablets all contain sensitive information. So that is what we classify as electronic media that you may not necessarily see, but you know it's there.
So what's a good information security policy when it comes to the destruction of these types of media?
A good policy would be to be proactive. Don't wait for a crisis to react. Become educated on the various methods to erase and destroy the data on all of these forms of media, and have someone within a company's organization to either purchase the equipment that can do the erasing or sanitization of this information, doing it in-house, or finding people who have the ability to do that on a contracting basis. And the bottom line is to establish a good process, educate your people, and have somebody be responsible and held accountable to make sure that the information is indeed destroyed or sanitized or erased when it's no longer needed.
Now, who do you think is leading the way when it comes to information security practices? Who should we look to as a model here?
Even though we criticize our federal government for many things, they are by far and away the model to follow. They have very specific guidelines that both classified and unclassified information, the methods to destroy that data should be followed. And they mandate that down through a variety of executive orders and through the National Security Agency, who actually provides specific guidelines on what products to use to do that. In the corporate America, we all heard of HIPAA and Sarbanes-Oxley laws that govern the various healthcare and financial and banking industries, but unfortunately it's a little bit open-ended. They don't give real specifics. Yet the federal government does provide those specifics. So following the guidelines that the federal government provides is really a good model to follow.
Michael, this is extremely valuable advice. Thanks for being our guest.
It was my pleasure.
You can learn more about security engineered machinery services at semshred.com. That's SEMshred.com.